Well, so here I am, making another video. Outside this time, my place in East Texas. Um, here in America, proud to be an American. But there are some things going on in America right now that I'm not so proud of. We can get to that here. So the whole situation that's going on in Minnesota right now. To start with, George Floyd, very sad what happened to that man. Completely terrible. I mean, the police can get away with doing something like that, which apparently they're not getting away with it, and that's a good thing. They shouldn't get away with it. That guy should definitely be charged with first-degree murder. Regardless of what the guy was doing, he wasn't violently threatening anyone. He apparently wasn't resisting arrest, even if he was resisting arrest. I mean, they could have tased him, they could have somehow subdued him. They obviously had him subdued. They could have just cuffed him and put him in the car. You know, all that. But with that said, what's going on right now in the Twin Cities is, and across, actually not only in the Twin Cities, across the country, what's going on is completely ridiculous. Like I said, it's sad what happened to Mr. Floyd. It was so sad. But this stuff is going on all over the world. I mean, hundreds of people die every day unjustly in like wars and all kinds of other stuff. Nobody causes, this mass protesters. Protesting's fine, but these massive things, I mean, there's in San Jose, I just saw a video where, which apparently, I guess in California, I assume it's San Jose they're talking about, the people on the freeway, like, just marching down the freeway, trying to break into cars, hitting people's cars, trying to get people to get out, blocking traffic, yelling Black Lives Matter. Blocking a freeway saying Black Lives Matter isn't going to prove to people that Black Lives Matter. I mean, all lives matter. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they just basically instated martial law in the country. Told everyone to stay in their houses. You can't leave your house. You have to close your business. Nobody did anything then. I mean, there was some protests, but people didn't, start burning down police stations. Burning down a police station is going to do nothing. It will do nothing. I mean, Rodney King, that was back in 1990 or 91, something like that. I think it's 91, 92. Can't be sure. I either just turned 5 or I was turning 5. I think that'll be 91 or 92. Anyway, I mean, they had the riots then. They burned down LA. They burned down tons of buildings and businesses and looted and all that stuff. They didn't do anything. I mean, here in Texas, just last fall, Mexican-American young woman was shot in her own house. And there's lots of Mexican Americans here. Did any of the Mexican Americans go and, the Latinos, did any of them start burning down buildings here in Texas? No. It didn't happen. And it's because, I don't understand. It's become popularized for black people to riot. So people jump on this thing, if they're black, and they think, oh, I'm going to riot because I'm black, so I have a right to. No, you don't have a right to riot. I don't have a right to riot being white. You don't have a right to riot being black. Just because the color of your skin does not give you a right to cause riots. You don't. You can't just, starting a rioting can do anything. I mean, I could see going to court, fighting in court, get a lawsuit against the city, get a bunch of people together, go into the court, make sure that the officer is prosecuted, put to death if you have to, give him the death penalty. Go right ahead. I mean, they fired all 4 officers, first of all. They arrested the guy. I mean, he's arrested. He's under arrest. Now we're going to go through due process and wait and see what happens with this guy. If nothing happens to him, track him down, kill him. I mean, I'm not saying for anyone to do that. I'm just saying, like, that would be better. Go to this guy, personally burn his house down. Okay? I mean, if all that happened is he killed the guy, and then he was an officer who killed the guy, and then you go and burn his house down, right on. Okay? I'm not advocating and burning anyone's house down. I'm just saying, like, if they did, that would be, I'd be like, I mean, if I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't condone anyone doing it, but if it happened, I'd be like, all right, that officer killed an innocent man, and the next day, an angry mob burned his house down and killed him. Good for him. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah. That's pretty much that's all I got to say. I mean, everybody have a good day, have a good weekend. God bless America.